and pine, where the past don't fall behind and every mile sings soft and sick. The devil waits in Dixie. That line where the state signs fade, with a hard half hole and a debt unpaid. They said don't linger past sundown, and the place is just outside of town. The field stood still like they could see every wrong that followed me, and every porch I passed that night held eyes that vanished out of sight. An old man spoke from a rocking chair, said, son, you best not wander there. But I kept driving through the thick, where the devil waits in Dixie. The radio cracked but didn't play, just whispered things I couldn't say, and every word that slipped between felt like it came from something unseen. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I stopped for gas at a rusted pump, where the ground felt wrong beneath my boots. The woman there didn't meet my eyes, just handed change like quiet lies. Her hands were cold, her voice was thin, like she'd seen too much to take me in. And on the wall behind her stood a list of names that never could. I saw mine scratched in faded ink before I even had time to think, and something in me turned too quick toward the truth that waits in Dixie. The wind don't move, the night don't break, it just watches every step you take. And every breath I tried to keep felt like it sank too far, too deep. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I found the crossroads just past the trees, where the air don't move and the world won't breathe. No sign, no mark, just open land, and something watching where I stand. A figure rose from the southern dark, not fire, not flame, just a quiet spark. He tipped his hat, said not a word, but everything in me was heard. No deal was made, no hand was shook, just a glance that felt like a hook. And in that moment, cold and slick, I knew why he waits in Dixie. It ain't about a soul you sell, or stories people like to tell. It's every choice you let remain, every quiet creeping stain. The South don't burn, it doesn't scream, it holds you in a living dream, where every truth you try to bury comes back slow and comes back heavy. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, not in flame, but just in sight. Every sin I tried to deny now stands with me eye to eye. Oh, I tried to leave, but now I see he never came, he was in me. And every road I thought I'd pick was leading back to Dixie. Now I don't drive, I don't run, I just walk where it's begun, through fields that whisper low and sick, where the devil waits in Dixie. And if you ever cross that line where heat and shadow intertwine, don't stay too long, don't look too deep, or you'll wake what Dixie keeps. The cicadas scream, the night don't end, the past don't break, it only bends. And I remain where truth runs thick, where the devil waits in Dixie. The sky went black, then turned to red, like it knew what lay ahead. The wind stopped cold, the air stood tight, before it swallowed up the night. A distant glow beyond the pines, like the end of all our lives. And every breath we tried to take felt like a world about to break.
Lost somewhere beyond the dark. No one thought it would grow so fast,
like the future couldn't last.
The fields were dry, the grass was old, like even time had turned to mold. And every fence we tried to save just marked the path the fire made. We ran too late, we ran too slow, through roads we thought we used to know. Trust, turn everything to ash and dust. The smoke rose up like judgment called from something deep inside us all. And every lie we tried to hide came burning out into the sky. It was the night the fire took us whole, not just the land, but every soul. No mercy left in flame or cry, just burning truth across the sky. We tried to run, we tried to fight, but nothing wins against that light. And everything we thought we knew was gone before the fire moved.
I saw the barn collapse and fall, like it never stood at all. The house we built with blood and time, reduced to outlines, thin and blind. The photos curled inside the heat, like memories refused defeat. And every name we tried to call just echoed through the burning wall. You grabbed my hand, I felt it shake, like even hope was start to break. And in your eyes I saw the same acceptance wrapped inside the flame. The world we knew began to fade in colors we had never made. And every step we tried to send just led us closer to the end. It was a night the fire took us whole, not just the land, but every soul. No mercy left in flame or cry, just burning truth across the sky. We tried to run, we tried to fight, but nothing wins against that light. And everything we thought we knew was gone before the fire moved. We stood where nothing else remained. No home, no name, no chain unchained, just ash and wind and glow and dust of everything we used to trust. And in that silence, sharp and wide, there was nowhere left to hide. Not from the fire, not from pain, not from what we couldn't change. The flames died slow but left them all in every corner of the dark. And though the fire's gone away, it never really went away. It ain't just wood, it ain't just stone, it's everything we called our own. And sometimes fire doesn't end, it just But nothing answers when I stare. No past to chase, no truth to trust. Just echoes turning into dust. And if you ever see that glow across the fields where nothing grows, don't follow it, don't let it call, or you'll be part of it all. The fire sleeps but never dies. It lives in ash and empty skies. And I remain where fire took us from the night. The fire took us. The ink was dry before I signed, like it knew what it would find. A trembling hand, a desperate mind, and a promise I left behind. The air went cold without a sound, like the world had turned around, and every shadow in the room leaned in close like it knew doom. He didn't look like fire or flame, just a man who knew my name, smiling soft, too calm, too wide, like something hollow lived inside. He said, I can fix what's broken you, all the things you've been through. But his eyes never blinked once, like he'd done this 1,000 times. I asked him what he wanted in return. He said, nothing you can't afford to burn. And I laughed like I understood, but I never really should. The pen felt heavy in my grip, like it had teeth along its tip, and every word I wrote down fast was something I could never cast back. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No fortune came, no burning light, just silence where the truth should be, and something watching inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every step I try to run still echoes what I've done. Gone when I looked twice, just dust and air and frozen time. The signature still burned my skin like it had crawled itself within. I tried to speak but no sound came, just whispers calling out my name from somewhere not quite far or near, but always standing right here. My reflection didn't match my face, it wore a grin I couldn't place, and every blink it made instead looked just a little more like dead. The ground beneath me didn't shift, it just accepted what I'd gift, and every breath I tried to take was something darker in its wake. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No mercy left, no wrong or right, just empty words I can't undo, and everything that's breaking through. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every road I try to run still leads me back to what I've done. some crowded streets where no one else would meet his eyes, just standing there in passing light, smiling like he owns the night. He didn't move, he didn't speak, but every fear I tried to keep came rushing back in sudden waves, like I was standing on my grave. And when I blinked, he wasn't there, just winding silence, empty air. But something lingered in his place, like he had carved it in the space. It ain't about a soul you sell, it's every truth you never tell, every line you choose to cross without counting what you lost. And deals like that don't break or fade, they just become the lives you made, till every choice you thought was free is just another part of me. The devil's deal went wrong for me, but not in ways I thought it'd be. No chains, no fire, no final scream, just waking up inside a dream. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but the ending's already done. And every breath I still belong to the devil's deal gone wrong. No, I don't bargain, I don't pray, I just watch the light decay. No escape, no victory won, just the price of what I've done. And if you ever hear that call from a voice behind the wall, don't answer back, don't play along, or your deal will go wrong. The ink is dry, the night is long, and nothing here feels truly wrong. Just me and everything I've done, from the devil's deal gone wrong. From the devil's deal gone wrong.
There's a glass on the counter, half gone cold, like every truth I never told. The bottle leans like it can see everything I used to be. The room is quiet, lights run low, like they already seem to know that every lie I've ever tried leaves whiskey stains and alibis. I came in late with shaking hands, dust on boots from broken plans. The bartender don't ask me why, just wipes the truth out of his eyes. There's a name carved in the bar, not mine but close enough so far, like someone tried to leave a mark but couldn't do it in the dark. The jukebox hums a dying song, like it knows I don't belong. And every note that drifts and dies feels like whiskey stained goodbyes. I say I'm fine, I say it slow, but the truth don't care what I show. And every breath I try to hide turns into another lie. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to pour just opens up the truth some more. I try
just writes another alibi. The mirror behind the bar looks cracked, like it remembers every act. 1,000 faces I once wore, still staring from the glass and floor. I swear I see him next to me, the man I used to claim to be. But when I blink, he slips away, like he was never meant to stay. The ice melts slow and amber light, like a surrender in the fire. And every drop that hits the wood feels like regret misunderstood. The truth don't shout, it don't complain, it just keeps dropping through the pain. Every excuse I supply just builds another alibi. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The bartender finally looks my way, like he's heard every word I say. He says, son, you don't need more, you just keep running from the score. But I just laugh into the glass, like I can make the feeling pass. But truth don't fade, it multiplies, and whiskey stains and alibis. Outside the wind begins to creep, like it knows I can't escape. And every step I take toward night feels like surrender dressed in white. It ain't the drink that does me in, it's everything I've hidden in. Every lie I let survive now keeps me barely alive. And alibis don't wash away, they just grow heavier each day, till every truth I try to rise drowns in whiskey and alibis. Whiskey stains and alibis remain, mixed with memory and pain. No clean slate, no final try, just broken truth and hollow lies. So I tried to drink it all away, but it only made me stay. And every night I can't deny I live in whiskey stains and alibis. And now I don't run, I don't pretend, I just wait for nights to end. No clean escape, no truth to find, just echoes soaked in cheap red wine. And if you ever feel that chill in bars where time just won't sit still, don't trust your dream, don't trust your eyes, you'll drown in alibis. The glass goes dry, the night runs thin, but nothing here is washed of sin. And I remain where truth defies, whiskey stains and alibis. The sky turned red like it knew my name, like it came to wash the shame. The wind went quiet, the world went still, like it was waiting on my will. The moon hung low, too sharp to pray, like it had something it meant to say. And every shadow on the ground was gathering sound.
I walked alone through broken pines, where the night rewrites all lines. No stars to guide, no light to trust, just blood red glow on fading dust. The air was thick with things unsaid, like the world itself was barely fed on all the truths I tried to bury, deep enough to never carry. But the earth don't keep what's meant to rise, it pushes it back through every lie. And every step I tried to take felt like a memory awake. I heard my heartbeat split in two, like it didn't know what to do. And every breath I tried to keep just pulled me closer to the deep. This is my blood moon confession, written in sin and resurrection. No holy hands, no sacred flame, just me and everything I became. Oh, I tried to silence what I knew, but the night tore straight on through. And every truth I can't deny rises under blood red sky. I knelt down where the ground was bare, like it had been waiting there. The dirt felt warm, too warm to lie, like something underneath still cries. A voice came soft from nowhere near, but louder than anything I hear. It spoke my name without a sound, like it was carved into the ground. The trees leaned in, the air grew thin, like the night was pulling in. And everything I tried to hide came back standing at my side. No judgment came, no angel's call, just the truth that knows us all. And every lie I ever knew began to bleed right through. This is my blood moon confession. No mercy left, no resurrection, just open wounds beneath the sky. And everything I can't deny. Oh, I tried to run, but now I see there's nowhere left that isn't me. And every truth I tried to flee now stands here inside of me. I saw my past in shifting shade, every choice I ever made, not as memory, not as dream, but something living in between. They didn't speak, they didn't move, just stood there like they always knew that I would end up here tonight, underneath that bleeding light. And in their silence I could feel a truth too heavy to conceal. Not punishment, not fate, not fate, just everything I didn't break. It ain't the moon that makes me bleed, it's every buried thought and deed, every truth I locked away, finally choosing today. Or maybe confession ain't release, maybe it's the lack of peace, when everything you tried to drown rises up without a sound. This is my blood moon confession. No God, no ghost, no intervention, just open sky and open pain, and everything I can unchain. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but the night has just begun. And every truth I can't deny still bleeds beneath the blood red sky. I stand where shadows still exist, no past to change, no truth to bend, just this moment that won't end. And if you ever see it rise, the blood moon in the fractured skies, don't speak your sins, don't ask it why, or you'll confess beneath its eye. The moon still burns, the night still sighs, with everything the dark implies. And I remain where truth runs dry.
someone's watching out. I got ashes in my pocket from everything I used to hold. They don't burn, they don't soften, just quiet dust and something cold. The wind don't care where I've been, it just moves through my skin. And every step I try to take feels like something starts to break. I used to carry photographs folded up in worn-out maps, places where I thought I'd stay or got lost along the way. Now all I got is fragments then of where I was or where I've been. Every memory turned to gray, like it couldn't live that way. The roads don't end, they just decay, like they forget what they should say. And every mile I leave behind still clings somewhere inside my mind. I shake my coat, I clear my hair, but nothing here will understand that everything I tried to keep just turned to dust I cannot leave. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. The town I left don't look the same, like even walls forgotten my name. The doorways lean, the windows stare, like they remember I was there. I trace my steps in faded dirt, like I can measure every hurt, but nothing here can bring me back from the pieces I still lack. The sky turns low, the color fades, like it's ashamed of what it made. And every shadow on the ground feels like it knows what I've found. I try to speak, but nothing comes, just echoes of what I've done. And everything I try to hide turns into ashes I can't hide. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. My silence used to go, but even dust remembers names of everything I can't reclaim. The wind just scatters what I give, like it don't care that I still live. And in the swirl I swear I see the man I used to try to be. But he don't speak, he don't return, just fades the way old embers burn, until I'm left with nothing left but quiet pieces of safe. No, I don't run, I don't resist. I let the memories exist. No burning left, no flame to spark, just quiet ashes in the dark. And if you ever feel that chill in pockets where the past is still, don't shake them out, don't walk away, or you'll lose more than you can say. The wind still moves, the night stays cold, and everything I tried to hold just settles deep where no one sees, in ashes, in my memories.
Forgot what it was meant to do. The chapel door stood open wide, but something darker lived inside. The candles burned with a crooked flame, like they were ashamed to say his name. And every step I took within felt like I was walking into sin. He stood there dressed in black and white, preaching truth like it was light. Said, confess and you'll be clean, but his eyes said something in between. I knelt down where the wood was worn from broken faith and souls I won. And every word he spoke so clear still carried something I could feel. He talked of grace and mercy's hand, a promise, peace and holy land. But every verse he tried to claim sounded hollow, wrong and strained. There was a crack beneath his tone, like a truth he couldn't own. And every prayer he led us through felt like something twisted to the preacher. Light again tonight, wrapped in wrong and dressed as right. Every word he tried to say felt like digging deeper graves. So I tried to believe somehow, but I can see it clear now. And every truth I thought I knew was buried underneath his view. I stayed behind when all had gone to ask him where the truth had gone. He smiled slow but didn't speak, like he'd heard that question every week. His hands were clean, his voice was calm, but something there was far from warm. And when he finally met my stare, I saw no faith, no mercy there. He said, son, truth is what you need, but truth don't grow from planted seed. When roots are buried deep in lies and watered down with alibis, the walls creak soft like they agreed with every doubt I couldn't leave. And every cross that hung in place felt like it had lost its grace. The preacher lied again tonight, wrapped in wrong and dressed as right. Every word he tried to say felt like digging deeper graves. So I tried to believe somehow, but I can see it clear now. And every truth I thought I knew was buried underneath his view. I found a book he left behind, with pages torn and lines crossed blind. Verses changed, meanings bent, like truth was something he could rent. And in the margins, faint but clear, were names of those who once stood here. Each one marked, each one gone, like they never truly belonged. The silence pressed against my chest, like something begging to confess that faith ain't built on borrowed sound. The truth itself is never found. And maybe it was never him, but all of us that followed in, looking for a lot to hold in stories we were always told. But truth don't bend, truth don't hide, it don't wear robes or pick a side. And every lie we let remain just gives the dark another name. The preacher lied again tonight,
inside that preacher's name.
Now the church stands cold and bare, no prayers left hanging in the air. The bell don't ring, the flame don't rise, just quiet
Echoes of disguised lies. And I don't kneel, I don't pretend to follow paths that twist and bend. I walk alone through doubt and pain, where truth survives beyond the chain. The doors still creak, the shadows bend, and somewhere he still speaks again. But I don't listen like I did then,
'cause I know the preacher lied again. I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down, boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way. I'll rise again come judgment day. 'Cause no grave can hold me down. I climb back up from underground, through the dust and through the stone. I'll find my way back home when the dead stop making sound. No grave can hold me down. I felt the cold kiss of a sinner's. The gates hang open, rusted wide, like they've got nothing left to hide. The wind don't howl, it breezes in slow through rows of names I used to know. The moon lays pale on crooked stones, like skin stretched tight on silent bones. And every step I take feels weak, like the ground remembers me. I come here when the night runs deep, where the dead don't talk but secrets keep. No questions asked, no judgment passed, just shadows buried in the past. The gravel shifts beneath my boots, like it's alive with quiet troops. And every name I pass along feels like a line in some old song. There's one out back with no carved name, just broken earth and sinking frame. No flowers laid, no prayers to speak. That's where it keeps what I can't keep. But kneel down slow, I don't confess. No need to speak what I suppress. The silence knows, the darkness sees. It holds it all with quiet ease. The graveyard keeps my secret safe, in hollow ground no one can trace. Every sin, every lie, buried deep where truth won't rise. Oh, I tried to leave it far away, but it always calls me back to stay. And every night I feel that pull to where the earth is never full. The headstones lean like tired men who've seen it all and won't again. No stories told, no voices left, just names worn down by time and theft. The Latin swings from my own hand, casting shapes across the land. But every shadow looks the same, like it remembers what I became. I hear no sound but feel it there, a weight that lingers in the air. Not from below, not from above, but from the things I never spoke of. The ground don't stir, it don't reply, it just absorbs what we deny. And every truth I tried to break still lives in every step I take. The graveyard keeps my secret safe, in hollow ground no one can trace. Every sin, every lie, buried deep where truth won't rise. So I tried to leave it far away, but it always calls me back to stay. And every night I feel that pull to where the earth is never full. I found a place
place where I once knelt, with hands that shook and heart that felt. Too much to carry, too much to name, so I let the earth take all the blame. I dug it deep, I covered fast, like dirt could swallow up the past. But something in me always knew, it never left, it just withdrew. And now I stand where silence grows, with nothing left but what it knows. That buried truth don't fade away, it just learns how to stay. There ain't no grave that locks it tight, no darkness deep enough for night to hide the weight of what we've done, or all the things we've tried to outrun. And maybe this is where they stay, not in the ground but in the grave, between what was and what remains. A quiet echo of our chains. The graveyard keeps my secrets still, but I can feel them breathing through the chill. Every sin, every lie still lives beneath this quiet sky. Oh, I tried to bury all of me, but nothing here sets anything free. And now I know what I've become, just another secret in the ground. Now I don't leave when morning breaks, I stay right here where silence aches. No past to run, no truth to speak, just everything the graveyard keeps. And if you ever pass these stones and feel that weight down to your bones, don't kneel too long, don't stay too deep, or you'll be something the graveyard keeps. The gates don't close, the night won't end, the dead don't speak, but they pretend. And I remain where shadows seep, a secret the graveyard will keep. I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way, I'll rise again come judgment day. 'Cause no grave can hold me down, I climb back up from underground, and through the dust and through the storm, I'll find my way back home. But when the dead stop making sound, no grave can hold me down. I felt the cold kiss of a sentence, I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't done to break that away, I'll rise again come judgment day. 'Cause no grave can hold me down, I climb back up from underground, through the dust. The morning broke in broken light, through stained glass stained with last night's fight. The wind stood still, the world stood bare, like it knew what wasn't there. And far away, too faint to be, a bell that rings too late for me, a hollow sound, a fading fate. The church bells rang too late. I walked the road that led me back, through ash and gravel faded tracks, where every step I tried to take still carried what I couldn't shake. The church stood tall but looked away, like it had nothing left to say. The doors were shut but I could hear the echo of a buried prayer. The pews were empty, cold and torn, like they had long since been forlorn. back inside, like someone tried to write again a truth that wouldn't fit in sin. The altar cracked beneath the weight of promises it couldn't make, and every candle burned too low, like even faith refused to glow. I saw my name carved in the wood, not how it was, but how it should have ended long before I came to kneel before a hollow name. The air and still the dust stood high, like it refused to say goodbye, and every sound I thought I knew was something I had passed right through. The church bells rang too late for me, when truth was already buried deep. No holy hand, no saving grace could reach me in that empty place. So I tried to call out through the night, but nothing came to set it right. And every sin I tried to fake still echoes in the steps I take. I walked outside where shadows grew, like they were waiting there for you. And in the wind I swore I heard a final broken whispered word. Not judgment sharp, not wrath or flame, just everything I can't reclaim. A weight that doesn't leave a fade, just settles in the things I made. The bells rang once, then died again, like mercy only comes at 10. But I was gone before they tried to pull me back from what I died. It ain't the church that saved your soul, it's what you do when you lose control. And every step you try to take is either truth or mistake. And bells don't ring to change the past, they only echo things that last. Too late to heal, too late to save, just sound above an empty grave. The church bells rang too late that day, when everything had gone away. No light returns, no sin is undone once the silence has begun. Oh, I tried to stand, I tried to pray, but nothing here would lead the way. And every truth I can't escape still rings long after fate. Now I don't wait for morning's call, I stand beneath where shadows fall. No past to fix, no truth to gain, just echoes ringing through my name. And if you ever hear that sound through empty sky or hollow ground, don't listen long, don't hesitate, or the church bells will ring too late. The bell still swings, but makes no sound, just moving there, no sacred ground. And I remain where truth won't wait, where church bells ring too late. There's rust on the revolver and dust on my name. The mirror don't answer, it just looks the same. The air feels heavier, like it knows what I've done. And every silence in this room sounds like a loaded gun. I'd never let it in, wrapped in cloth and faded sin, like it was waiting deep within. The wood's gone soft, the iron's cold, but it still remembers what it holds. And every scratch along its frame feels like it's speaking out my name. The house don't creak the way
it should. It creaks like something misunderstood. Like every step I ever made left something darker in its wake. I tell myself it's just a tool, but still don't care about the rules. And every breath I try to take feels like a choice I shouldn't make. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. I see it sitting in my hand, like it's part of some darker plan. Not moving, not alive, not dead, just echoing inside my head. The night leans in through broken blinds, like it's reading between the lines. And every shadow on the wall feels like it's waiting for the call. I hear my heartbeat in the still, like it's deciding what it will. And every second feels too wide, like something's standing on my side. The weight don't shift, it don't release, it only promises no peace. And every thought I try to break just circles back to what I take. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. The room goes quiet, even breath feels like it's negotiating death. And in the silence I can see all the things I used to be. Not judgment, not regret alone, just faces carved into the stone of every moment I let slide, until they gathered here inside. The revolver doesn't speak or move, but somehow I still know the truth. It's not the steel that weighs me down, it's everything I never drowned. It ain't the metal, it ain't the rust, it's every broken piece of trust. Every line I cross too fast, coming back to make it last. And maybe it was never fate, just choices I accumulated, till every path I tried to run led me back to what I've done. There's rust on the revolver still, but it bends me to its will. Every turn I can't deny feels like I was meant to try. Oh, I tried to be someone new, but there's nothing I can undo. And every road that I survive still ends with what I keep alive. Now I set it back in place, like it never showed its face. But I can feel it in the air, like it never left me there. And if you ever find this room where silence feels a little doom, don't linger long, don't stay too near, or you'll learn what I keep here. There's rust on the revolver still, and it waits without a will. And I remain world's cold, the night is thin, like it knows what I'm sinking in. 6 rounds loaded, no place to run, just me and what I've become. The wind don't speak, it only waits, like it's counting down my fate. And every breath I steal tonight feels like it's the final ride. Slow through empty dust, with a heart half broke and a mind gone rust. No church bell rings, no prayers arrive, just silence where the guilty survive. They said, boy, you can't undo all the blood that's tied to you. But I ain't here for mercy's hand, I'm here to finally understand. The town don't move, it holds its breath, like it's watching me meet death. And every step across the ground feels like a hammer sound. I count the shots before they land, like forgiveness needs a hand. But every second pulls me through to what I know I have to do. 6 shots to redemption in the dark, one for every broken mark. No heaven waits, no devil calls, just echoes bouncing off these walls. Why try to run from what I am? But I'm the product of my damn, and every bullet left to choose is another chance I lose. The first shot ain't forgiveness found, it's just another hollow sound, a ghost of all I couldn't save, reverberating through the grave. The second burns like memory of every face that couldn't be free, and I feel them standing close tonight, not angry, just out of sight. The third one shakes my steady grip, like it knows what's gonna slip, and every truth I tried to hide starts crawling back inside. The fourth one whispers through my chest, says you were never doing your best, and every lie I ever spun comes undone one by one. 6 shots to redemption in the dark, one for every broken mark. No heaven waits, no devil calls, just echoes bouncing off these walls. I tried to run from what I am, but I'm the product of my damn, and every bullet left to choose is another chance I lose. The fifth goes off, the sky goes still, like it's bending to my will, but I can feel the truth descend. This ain't a start, it's the end. The 6 is warm inside my hand, like it finally understands that redemption ain't a place you find, it's what you leave behind. And in that second sharp and clean, I see everything between what I was and what I'll be, colliding quietly. It ain't the gun that makes it right, it's the truth you face at night. When every shot you try to send don't erase what won't end, and redemption don't arrive when the body's still alive. It's the moment you confess there was never nothing less. 6 shots to redemption in the rain, but nothing ever kills the pain. No mercy comes, no angels fall, just silence taking all. I tried to be something new, but every shot just let me through to every choice I can't undo, and all 6 shots were still me too.
the barrel's cold, the night is done. No more counting what I've done, just empty shells and broken sound on unforgiving ground. And if you ever stand like me, with nothing left but what you see, don't trust the gun, don't trust the run. Redemption ain't for anyone.
6 shots fired into the dark, left nothing but a fading mark.
And I remain where truth is spun, between the shots I've never undone.
Riverbend's where the willows lean, and water black and almost clean. The current hums a wordless tune beneath the dying afternoon. The reed stands still, the air feels wrong, like it's been holding breath too long. And something drifts where light won't send, a body by the riverbend. Across the shore, like it's been here forevermore. The water didn't rush or run, just held the shape of what was done. And every ripple passing through looked like it knew what it once knew. No footprints near, no trail behind, just nature trying not to mind. But even trees refuse to bend when death comes calling round the end. The river don't ask, it don't reply, it just reflects a passing lie. And every truth that chooses sand comes back around the riverbend. There's a body by the riverbend tonight, where wrong don't scream and wrong don't fight. No name to call, no hand to mend, just silence where the water's end. Oh, I tried to look away and run, but the river knows what's been done. And every step I take, I send myself back to the riverbend. The sheriff came with lowered eyes, like he had seen 1,000 lies. He didn't speak, just shook his head, like words were better left unsaid. They pulled ashore with hooked wire through drifting reeds and drowned out fire. But nothing answered, nothing showed, just water keeping what it knows. The townsfolk stood at a distance wide, like they were watching something die. But not surprised, not moved at all, just waiting for the river's call. The current swirled but stayed the same, like it refused to speak a name. And every echo floating through still felt like something I once knew. There's a body by the riverbend tonight, where wrong don't scream and wrong don't fight. No name to call, no hand to mend, just silence where the water's end. Oh, I tried to look away and run, but the river knows what's been done. And every step I take, I send myself back to the river. down where the water meets the edge of dirt and cold defeat. And in the reflection I could see something staring back at me. Not anger, not a lie, not gone, just something that keeps moving on, like it was waiting all along for me to know what I'd done wrong. The river didn't change its tone, but I no longer stood alone. And in that stillness, sharp and deep, I felt the river start to keep. It ain't the water, it ain't the shore, it's every choice that came before, every step you choose to bend until you reach the river's end. And some things don't drift away, they just decide where they will stay. A quiet truth you can't defend. And everybody by the riverbend, there's a body by the riverbend tonight. But I can't tell the dark from light. No justice comes, no peace descends, just water closing all the ends. Oh, I tried to leave, but now I know there's nowhere else the truth can go. And every road I try to set ends here at the riverbend. Now I don't leave when daylight breaks, I stay with all the quiet aches. No past to fix, no truth to mend, just waiting by the riverbend. And if you ever hear the stream calling soft like half a dream, don't answer back, don't pretend, or you'll become the riverbend. The water flows, but never ends. It keeps its secrets, it defends. And I remain where silence spends, beside the body by the riverbend.